Well, look, I have to say that was a big one, and it's a regular season game. It's 3 points. Like it's noteworthy that we're 3 points closer to where we want to be, playoffs. But understanding on early on in my tenure here, the fans let me know what was important to them, and that's what it was about. Winning that Rocky Mountain Cup, keeping that trophy here. Once it made the trip on the airplane, that we can secure that trophy for them. Just to for the players to feel validated for the work that they have said it. They're winners. Sometimes you lose, but the behaviors. I can see that it's on a night like tonight that the way the boys hang in there and can persevere, tremendous for them. How happy I am for them, and so our fans, the players, and then I see a lot of people around here, our organization, that work really hard. Of course, the staff that's left and right of me always, but the people that sell tickets, the extended staff, to see their faces tonight and they're congratulating us. And I just say, hey, congratulations right back to you. So to see that everyone can take a small piece of that, it's a really special night.
Brain Nurse with the Denver Post. Chris, we've seen the way Cole has responded since being left off the Olympic roster. Just to see it all culminate into a goal and 2 assists in a game where a trophy's on the line, just how cool is that to see for you?
Yeah, it's awesome, man. Like he's, I think, 22 years old. We put a lot on him, and even playing next to Hafa, he's leading that front line with the pressing, with the structure, when to go, when not to go. It's a lot for a youngish guy, but he's got some big experiences under his belt, plays like a big player. Even when you see down the stretch, he's missing a few passes. He's trying so hard to affect the game because it means so much to him, and then he gets a moment, and that'll be remembered for a long time. For a young kid to step up in that moment, so happy for him. But that's probably his best strength, his self-belief, and he's a winner.
Chris, Matt Pollard, Burgundy Wave, Jonathan Lewis, he comes in, and he works his way into the lineup, and there were some injuries, and he scores against St. Louis, good performance against LA, and then, we're seeing the 2021 version of Jonathan Lewis that got called up to the national team this week. Your thoughts on his performance and how critical he was given the way the game started?
I think he was really good. The goal he scores is tremendous. Like, it's a really tough one. It arrives at the right time on the back post. Good finish. But equally, or more important, probably on the night, is his behaviors against the ball. The pressing, the jumping, the chasing the goalkeeper. He was really in on it, and it shows that he understands what we're doing. He embraces it. He likes what we're doing, and I think it actually empowers him to play the way he did tonight. So I think it was a strong performance from Johnny, and he stepped in a big way. I mean, 3 goals on the night as a team. He's a big part of it. And these guys have scored 50 goals this year, I think. It's a big 50, maybe. Yeah. 50 goals for this team. It's a big accomplishment, and I'm happy for Johnny Lewis. He was solid tonight.
Hi, Coach. Keith Fisher's team, MBS Media. Sam Vines, he opens his account, gets his first goal in the season, has a hard assignment against a really good player Andres Gomez, which he performed about as well as you can against someone like Gomez. What do you think of his performance tonight?
I thought it was strong. He had a strong performance. And Sam Vines, even we see the article lately, that he admits, he's not at the level that he wants to be. He's tough on himself. For another, he's not a young player, but he's, a guy that is getting back going here in MLS. He's so hard on himself and critical. And to see, and I'm on the inside and having conversations, and some of it's, some tactical things, and then it's the also how to, the self-talk and how to manage those conversations, that the inner voice. And to see, and I know what he's gone through a little bit, but to see him have the performance it was a tough matchup, and I think he comes out really passing great on the night. The goal was a great one for him, but the way it starts, him stepping in, winning the ball in a really aggressive manner, shows that he's confident, he's strong, and then to finish that attack was top. So, you know, like this, he's gonna get to the level he wants to be at, and that we need him at. But I thought it was a really mature, solid performance from Sam Vines.
Ian McClintock with the Sports Forum. Coach, we've seen your coaching career kind of go all over the place, from Toronto to New York, all the way over across the pond over to England with Leeds, and now you're back here in Colorado. What would you say that you've been able to learn, I guess, from each of those individual stops to really make it work here in Colorado?
Yeah, man. Listen, I'm smart enough to just everywhere I go to try to learn as much as I can, to grow, to take from all the people around me, to always self-reflect, to see what's going on that's good, ways to improve. And yeah, I've had some really interesting experiences that each one I've taken from. So, you know, we're not going to go into the details of each one, but, you know, I'm almost 52 years old. I have different perspective in life. I know. I can lead. I love tactics. I love people, leadership, and I think you can see, you know, if more time goes on here, that the team is a reflection of who I am and some of the things that are important to me, then I know I'm doing a good job. And I love that our team fights, they attack, they're together. On a night, honestly, in my opinion, Pablo's doing a great job with that team. To be fair, they're good. You can see the way they came out. They're a good team, powerful, aggressive. They can move the ball and use the ball. And our guys, it's not easy, so we have to stick with it, you know. And I love that I'm able to lead these guys in a way that makes our fans proud. It makes me proud. So I continue to grow and learn. Yeah, so that'll always be the case. When I was a player, it was that way until I retired when I was 35, and that'll always be the case as a human being and a coach. I'll keep going.
Chris, at the beginning of the year, you said that you'd go after any trophy available to you. You get one tonight. Just how important is a result like this as you're heading into Leagues Cup?
Yeah, look, Braden, the really important in the big picture, 3 points closer to the ultimate prize. But then maybe equally for our fans that show up the way they did, they stuck around, weather delay, they're loud, they were together, you know, this is for them. And for me, listen, you know, I spoke to our supporters last night. And we hung out at Pollard. You were there. And we talked about what was initially said by me in my press conference 6 months ago, which was we're going to be a team that's together first and foremost, that we stick together, we play together, we run for each other, we work hard, that we attack. And tonight's another example that we, with and without the ball, that we're very, very proactive and aggressive. And you know, another night where I know what the fans want. They want win, lose, or draw, that they want to be acknowledged. And our players have done that all year, home and away. They acknowledge the fans. And that's what they wanted, and that's what we've delivered. Well, that's our mission, to keep delivering for them. And the best is yet to come. So, yeah, it was really important, the victory, for so many reasons.
Chris, a bit of a slow start in both halves. You know, extenuating circumstances with a hour and whatever delay that led to soggy pitch and maybe RSL getting some energy. Can you put your finger on what didn't work there, or in what you were trying to do to help the team get back in for both halves?
Yeah, look, if we start with the second half, it's a moment, right? So it's the game. We have the kickoff, we have the ball, we start going. It goes to Sam Vines. We play in their end, and they come down the pitch, and it's a moment from a really good winger to hook that one into the top corner. So, okay, sometimes you have to congratulate the scorer, and I think that was one of those moments. Of course, we're going to say, hey, can we step out? Can we block it? We talked a little bit defensively, tactically, how to be tighter, more compact, launch more pressing, because we forced a lot of turnovers, And I think that paid some dividends in the second half because we were aggressive. But the start of the game showed that we played against a really good team tonight. They can move the ball. They reset with back passes. They try to open you up. And they showed their quality. And they scored a goal. And then we go into the halftime 2-1. So we battled back. And this is what the team is about. And the supporters told me last night, we want to see heart. We want to see a team that fights. They saw that, right? This is in our DNA. That we fight, we work hard, we have structure, we stick with it. We don't start getting all over the place. We just stick to the process. You know, we have a page. Let's stay on the same page. We have a page to a reference point. So, yeah, Matt, listen, it's an interesting game, right? They come out, they're on fire, they're moving the ball. We can't really catch up. They're a good team. We stick with it. We go up 2-1. They come out, we get punched in the face again. And then it's, okay, we got to now get the goal back and, you know, at some point we know we have 95 minutes or so, or 50 minutes. The math is right, 50 minutes. So yeah, it's an interesting game if you talk about the way the game kind of goes. So tremendous in the end for the boys to get the victory.
Coach Armas, so you do have Portland coming up next in the Leagues Cup. First time you'll be seeing them since that 4-1 defeat at the beginning of the season. How much of that tape are you looking at to prepare for them in the Leagues Cup, or how much do you even think is relevant given how much time has passed since you played them last?
Well, look, we're both different teams now, and probably both for the better. On that night, it wasn't an I'd say an outlier necessarily. Like we got punished for in transition. On 6 or 7 shots, they score a bunch of goals, and we'll remember that. That's a team that's built for transition. Phil Neville's done a great job, in my opinion. They're organized. They're hard to beat. They're dangerous with lots of talented attacking players. And we're looking forward to that one, to go back there and test ourselves again against a team that's gotten themselves going. So. We're looking forward to that tournament. It's another trophy on the line. We'll be better this time around and understand the opponent, and we'll go for it.
And Coach, just last question. I know earlier you were mentioning you went on a hike earlier today, and it always seems whenever you do some kind of big outdoor activity, things go well with the Rapids. You've now got 11 days before Portland. What's your big activity going to be this time?
Listen. Today's just I like the 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock kickoffs. Comes quick, you know, but a lot of the work is done on these days, and I just try to kill some time and sneak in some family time, which is important. My sister-in-law's in town, brother-in-law in town, you know, so it's good to show Boulder, Colorado, beautiful, right? So in the next 10 days, honestly, it's going to be about getting back to work. Honestly, we have a lot ahead. Getting the boys recovered, and the staff a little bit of a reset before we attack again. And yeah, I'll use the time the right way. Again, some family time, get the balance right. But I don't do that great with a lot of time. I start looking at film and getting going. There's a lot to work on, and that's my job. So back to work.